How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I wanted to come in and up on the 21 days of assumption magic. Some of us been doing. I know not all of y'all been doing it cuz I can tell. But for those of you who have been doing the assumption magic, um how have y'all been seeing the shifts in your reality? What have you been experiencing? What has it been like? For me, it's just so interesting because it's like it's not anything has really increased when it comes to the synchronicities, the numbers, constantly seeing um angel numbers and difference how uh kind of like seemingly not physically, but seemingly bumping in, being in the same vicinity as people who are aligned with my desired reality. Not only that, though, I've been going to places, excuse me, while I'm just around because I'm looking for. I don't have a desk right now because I'm not in my own place. I'm renting a room, and the room that I'm renting is doesn't have anything for me to really work on. So, my bed is my desk. My bed is my desk. Temporarily till I find my place. Um, but I don't have lip glosses, so forget it. I'll just have un the lips. Fine, that's fine. But yeah, I just noticed that just seems like I'm at the right place at the right time always. Uh, Kind of like confirmations from the universe. See somewhere, and then I'll see a particular, have a sign on it that says, "Your destiny is calling." Right? And so, what I've been recognizing is that I am in my desired reality, and key to hold on, y'all. The key to getting into your desired reality and staying there is I probably they're gonna copy give a shit though. Um my I've been on a Cardi wave in this new reality. I don't know what um anyway, getting all these confirmations that I'm in the right reality because I've been maintaining the mental aspects of shifting reality, right? So the same thing is true for you. Need to consistently be shaping the mind, training the to see the world around you as reality, even if you can't change how people act, how people think, that does not have impact on the reality that you choose to live, right? So instead of looking at the 3D as some type of obstacle because, you know, these people here and these people there, look at those people, everybody else outside of you as extras in the movie that you're writing. Okay? If you look at it that way, then you can trick your mind because that's all you really ultimately want to do. Assumption magic really is just tricking the mind into believing something. Well, think about it like this: we're constantly being tricked anyway, right? We're constantly being brainwashed into believing certain things. We're constantly being manipulated through the media, okay, through advertising and marketing, and we don't really have a problem with that. So, what's the difference between everybody else controlling you and you controlling your reality yourself? Well, I think it's better because you're controlling your reality yourself. Yeah. So, what I've been reminding myself when I have those moments where I'm like, mm-mm, this is not the this is not the reality that I want. It's not actually nothing outside of me matters in accordance to the reality that I'm creating. Nothing outside of me matters. The only thing that matters is what's within me because I can only control what's within me, right? So instead of constantly being triggered, right? Because I feel like even the environment I'm in right now, like there's constant triggers. Um, Anybody who knows me, y'all know I cannot stand when people um ear hustle. I can't stand ear hustle and I can't stand people creeping around and sneaking around. And I mean, it should be obvious why. So I'm in an environment that's increasingly triggering, but at the same time, today I had to remind myself, I'm like, bring it back, boo. You're thinking too much into other people's reality and not spending enough time here in your own reality. Anytime I let my mind wander to outside of me, and then not just wander to outside of me, but start to react to what I'm witnessing outside of me, that is me taking myself out of my desired reality and slipping back into other people's reality. And if you remember at the beginning of this 21 days of assumption magic, I said I do not want to be triggered by nobody else's reality. I do not want the 3D in any way, shape, or form to try to snatch me back because, the 3D and those who are operating in the 3D who are outside of you don't necessarily agree with this new reality that you want to create, right? Because the reality doesn't look like that right now, right? So people are going to what? Try to get you to stay in accordance with whatever's actually being cultivated by everyone else, or we'll say mainstream society, right? But if you're not subscribing to mainstream society, if you're not choosing to acknowledge mainstream society, then that's when there's a conflict of interest because mainstream society is like, hey, but we exist. We're here. Pay attention to us. No, 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 no. I will not. I'm not paying attention to none of that shit. Okay. I feel like I feel like this assumption magic has been so exceptionally helpful to me because I'm starting to recognize how I actually do have the power to control the energy in the room, right? Because it's either you walk into a room and you be bothered and influenced by what's happening by way of everybody else, or you don't give a damn about any of that and you choose to have tunnel vision and focus on what you want the experience to be like. Being able to be in control of myself and ultimately in control of the reality that I experience is a very powerful thing. And as an alchemist, I have to say that it makes me feel very seasoned to know that I have successfully assumed my new reality into the 3D. Okay. My desired self. mm, mm. Now, in terms of the wardrobe, okay, like we talked about on day 10, in terms of the wardrobe shift, well, child, you can continue to cultivate that as you go along, right? Use Pinterest as a mood board for sure. Get different style ideas, I'll say, from Pinterest, okay, and just start pinning them, but then make it your own. Don't try to completely replicate what you see on anybody. Just take inspiration from that and then, make it your own. Okay. The wardrobe that I'm about to pop out with, Granted, a lot of it is my own creations, my own collection. The wardrobe I'm about to pop out with is the wardrobe, the energy that I wish I had embodied. Well, I wish I was embodying this energy about 10 years ago. And I say this because there is a point in my creative journey where I realized that like everything that I do is fueled by what I wear, which I don't know if that sounds weird or not to people who don't live my reality, but everything that I experience is influenced by what I wear. It is. And had I been able to embody this energy back then, oh my gosh, everything I created would have been just exceptional, phenomenal. And I'm not trying to say anything was wrong with what I was creating then. I just know that with more, I could have done more. But I did the best that I could with what I had as well. So, I won't throw no dirt on what I couldn't do. Um, but anywho, the proof is in the pudding. Okay, I am in my desired reality, and it is all because I am choosing to maintain a mindset, okay, that resides in the future me, the future version of me that others will see. Because right now, y'all can't see what mentally I've been creating, right? I can tell you what I've achieved, but I can't really show you until I show you. And so, I was supposed to do a pop out, um, but people are fucking weird. So I didn't do the pop out. I said, man, fuck that pop out. Like, I would prefer to avoid conflict and unnecessary bullshit opposed to popping out just so I can prove my point. Nah, my point is proved just by the way that I think, the way that I speak. Because even 21 days ago, 21 plus days now, it's being right. Even 21 days ago, I was not this version. So it's obvious that it's working. Okay. My writing has shifted. The things that I write are still the same. Like I'm still writing about the same topics and stuff, but I'm also like my mind has expanded to other realms. My mind has it's just broadened, okay? Um I also feel like the level of writing that I do now compared to 21 plus days ago is improved. And I've always been an excellent writer, but the way that I write now is just different. It's better. Okay. So I feel as if I'm just better. I'm better. I'm fucking better. Okay. I'm better. That just sums it up. I'm fucking better. And, I was having this dream where and I have dreams like this a lot, but this dream was really significant. I was basically choreographing some video. Okay, I was about to be making some content with some people, and I was choreographing this video with these people. And the guy, I guess he was like the one who had hired me or whatever. He was basically telling me, he's like giving me my flowers, like you do a really great job. It's clear you're a visual architect, blah 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 blah, and he's saying things to me that I've said to myself in my waking life, right? So as I'm dreaming this, and this all feels very real, it's very lucid dream. As I'm dreaming this, I'm getting so excited in my conscious body. Like I'm getting excited because I'm like, yo, they see me. They see what I can do. They're no longer distracted by all of the other bullshit, right? She doesn't look the part, or she doesn't, you know, her personality is not according to what we'd want it to be. And I didn't have any of these stereotypes standing in the way. People could truly see me as a creative director. And I was just like, this is what I've been waiting for. As I'm saying this, I'm getting emotional, which lets me know that what I experience in my dream is basically my highest self just confirming to me that 21 days of assumption magic has done its job, and I am continuing the journey. I told y'all, I said we're going to start this challenge, and do it for 21 days. But the ultimate challenge on top of this 21 days is to just keep it flowing. Okay. Integrate this new way of thinking, this new way of being into your reality until it is your reality. Because then you don't have to pretend, right? You don't have to practice. It's just you're living it. And so I'm happy. Man, I'm real happy actually. Like I'm probably gonna cry off my makeup instead of taking off my makeup because like I feel real happy. So on that note, I'm gonna go because the tears are getting heavier. Um it took a lot to get here. That's why it feels like such an emotional thing. And there's a point where I legitimately believe that I couldn't live a life where I was actually happy. There is a point where I believe that I did not deserve to experience good things. And I'm talking about as a kid. Like, this is a mindset that was cultivated as a child. And it was all because of the reality that I was experiencing. And I just assumed that the reality that I was experiencing at that time and how other people were treating me was what I just had to adapt to and get used to. And that simply was not true. So, being an alchemist, being a seer, being a sage, being all of who I am today, wearing all these hats, I'm so fucking proud of myself. I am. I'm so fucking proud of myself, yo. Like, I'm really impressed. So, let me go because I'm not about to start crying off my damn makeup on camera because I don't need to do that, okay? My new reality is it don't do all that crying on camera. But it's been nice talking to y'all. I would love to hear how your 21 days of assumption magic has been going for you. And if you have not started the 21 days of assumption magic, I encourage you to head on over to patreon.com/ the prosperity portal 999 and get up on that ASAP. There's a collection on the Patreon page that says Assumption Magic, 21 Days of Assumption Magic. Click on that and you're going to have all the videos and all the content from the 21 Days of Assumption Magic. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm out of here. I'll see you again when I look at you next.